color. It has glowy on the inside.
It's kinda crazy.
Hi lovelies and hello, greetings, it's Jacqueline. Welcome back to your YouTube channel, and if you happen to be new, please allow me to introduce myself. Hi lovely, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Jacqueline. I am so happy to welcome you to this my YouTube channel and welcome you to this amazing community of positive vibes, good energy, great content that I have planned for all of you. And speaking of great content, lovelies, today's video is gonna be a get ready with me to celebrate the holiday season. Yes, lovelies, we have now officially reached the ending of this 2021 year. It has been really crazy this year with so many things going on, including that we're still in the middle of a global pandemic, but of course, lovelies, that does not stop us from trying to keep everything good, keeping it positive, keeping the good vibes going. And lovelies, that is why I'm here in this video for all of you, to continue on spreading those positive vibes, continue on just spreading happiness, smiles, love, laughter, and all that good stuff that comes along with celebrating the end of the year holiday. Anyways, lovelies, I believe I've already said enough. We are gonna go ahead and get right started. I'm gonna bring all of you along through my little makeup routine. I made a video earlier this year where I showed all of you a little bit of my makeup routine, but I am trying to figure out a few different ways to spice things up a little bit here and there. And before I am gonna do my makeup routine, I did happen to do my skincare routine so that I have my face really good and fresh, as well as have it ready to go to get out with having the makeup on. Of course, lovelies, if you happen to use makeup, then you might most already probably know that the skincare routine is essential before applying any cosmetic products onto your face. I believe I already said enough. With all of that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into this video, lovelies. Stay along with me. Let me just zip it, lock it, put it in my pocket, and let's get started with this get ready with me for the holiday season video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, lovely, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. One of the first things that I recently, or I believe I did show all of you in a previous video, but I started using the e.l.f. Aloe Acne Spot Remover that comes in this roller style, and it has aloe on the inside. I started using this product to get on with those small spots that I have around my skin, as I tend to break out a little bit. The only thing that you're supposed to do within using this product is adding it on those specific spots on your face. Usually I tend to do this after my skincare routine. I tend to apply it after the third step in my skincare routine and before applying my finishing cream, which I use the Nourishing Night Cream from e.l.f. Cosmetics. I will be leaving down a link in the description below for this product as well as for the Night Nourishing Cream from e.l.f. Cosmetics as well in the description below, and I will also be leaving it down in the comments below. Speaking of skincare routine, if you would like to know a little bit of a more in-depth skincare routine, or more specifically how it is that I do my skincare routine, I will be leaving my skincare routine video in the cards section on this side of the screen, or I believe it is on this side, but whichever side it comes from, I will be leaving it in the cards section of this video, as well as down in the description of this video below, so you can be able to watch my more in-depth skincare routine and how it is specifically that I take care of myself. Okay, after applying this, I'm gonna close it up. Usually what I do is I just let it dry for a little bit, just so that the product itself can go a little bit deep in my skin. That way it can start creating that little mixture, good moisture-ish within my skin. That way you can start seeing the results from leaving it applied a little bit onto your skin. It says here that you're supposed to cover the entire affected area within a thin layer 1 to 3 times per day. Usually I just use it once a day, maybe approximately just twice. I have not tried using it 3 times a day. In terms of how many times you're supposed to apply it, I think it depends on the case by case. I know that for me personally, I just use it twice at least, sometimes just once a day, but again, it depends on a case by case and person by person kind of thing. And the product is really useful. It's not just for the ladies, it can also be for the guys. No matter what, this product is such a great product. I definitely recommend that you get yourself one of these products, and again, I will be leaving it down in the description below in case you are interested in purchasing it for yourself. With that, we're gonna go ahead and get started with the skin to skin moisture and along with my makeup routine. So I use the hydrating face primer from Elle, which is honestly my go-to product for primer. You're gonna probably notice that a lot of the products that I have with me are e.l.f. Cosmetics brand, although there are some products within my makeup routine that are not from e.l.f. Cosmetics, although I am trying to switch into using only one brand of cosmetic products, which in my case it will most likely end up being the e.l.f. Cosmetics brand. Next up, I went ahead and added the True Match by L'Oreal Paris makeup, which is in the color Classic 10 and 7. After this one, I am going to be switching to the e.l.f. Cosmetics foundation, and the reason for that is because I don't really like the fact that I have to bring the product out like this. I don't think it's good for now. I am thinking about switching hopefully sometime soon. Okay, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start blending it. After that, I am gonna head and use the Maybelline New Year concealer in the color 35 Deep Pots. Alright, lovelies, so one of the first things that I do when it comes to applying my concealer is that I start creating a little triangle onto my face with the concealer that I have in hand. And I actually learned this trick from watching a YouTube video a couple of years ago, where it talked about how creating a triangle on your face helps out with knowing exactly how much amount you're supposed to add of concealer onto your face. That way you're not using an excessive amount of product, and it also helps out with balancing your skin tone, because sometimes when using makeup it can definitely affect your skin tone type. So I try to use that onto my skin and hopefully balance it out. After that, I go ahead and use a brush and blend out the concealer as much as possible onto my skin. I only add concealer on specific parts of my face, more specifically to cover all of these spots that I have currently because of breakouts from the skin. And from there, of course, we have to make sure that the balance is well done onto the face. That way it is not as noticeable that I have makeup on, but also sometimes noticeable. You have to make sure that there's a balance between using makeup and making it noticeable, and then using makeup but not making it as noticeable. Definitely keeping that balance is important. And then lovelies, for my last step, what I do is I apply eyeshadow. Regularly, I never apply eyeshadow unless it is an important event or occasion. Usually what I do is I go ahead and apply a natural base color onto my eyelids, and of course we have to make sure that we blend that color really well to make it balance onto our eyelid. After that, I go ahead and add a second color which will begin to blend out a little bit more deeper onto my eyelid. That way there is a different contrast between two colors onto my eyelids. I do the exact same thing on the other side with, again, using a really neutral color as the part of the base, which again I have to make sure that I crease it and blend it really well. That way there is a balance between my skin and the eyelid, as well as a balance between the colors. That way it's not either too light or too dark. Adding the more brighter color, crease it again, blend it, and that is how we get the color.
My head in the clouds, I don't know where we go. I feel like it's changed, love. I'm losing my mind, feeling that kind of love. I feel like a deep hole. Will you give me something that I can't give you here? Tell me what you're thinking, I need to know you're feeling. If you crush on me, you need to know my story. But don't get too close to me, cause I need my fantasy. Here I am, falling down, crashing down, and I feel like
And so lovelies, that is all I have for you for this week's Get Ready With Me for the Christmas holiday season video. Thank you so much for watching. I must say that this final result came out to be pretty well. I am personally not an expert in makeup. I get all of my tips and tricks regarding to how to do my makeup based on watching YouTube videos from other content creators out there. So do not come at me for this specific style of doing my makeup. Again, I am not a professional, I am not an expert, so I did try my best, of course. But if you do have any suggestions, any tips and tricks on how specifically all of you lovelies do your own personal makeup, please let me know in the comments down below. Let's chat, let's have a conversation. I would love to hear those tips and tricks and suggestions as well. And lovelies, switching gears from that, please make sure that you do follow me on my social media platforms. You can be able to find me on Instagram at x3_Jacqueline, where I post content relating to the final results to my behind the scenes photo shoot videos. You're gonna be able to find those final results once again, lovelies, over on my Instagram, once again at x3_Jacqueline. And speaking of social media platforms, please make sure that you do follow me on TikTok at x3_Jacqueline, where I upload content relating to self-esteem, self-love, dancing, creativity, and also lovelies, just to continue on seeing me on other social media platforms. Lovelies, once again, that is all I have for you for this week's video. And I know I say this in every single video, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue on saying it because I believe in it. Lovelies, here is your daily dose of sunshine. As always, be authentic, be yourself, keep smiling, and I will see all of you lovelies next time I upload. Bye.
It's kinda crazy.